If this is you, you're probably lying awake at night wondering if she's already forgotten you. You keep checking your phone, hoping for a text that never comes. The silence feels heavier each day, and every time you think about her laughing with someone else, it stabs a little deeper. You start asking yourself questions that don't have answers. Is she thinking about me? Does she miss me? Or am I just a memory she's already erased? Maybe this feels familiar. That ache in your chest when you see her story pop up, that urge to break no contact just to remind her you still exist. You replay the good moments, the things she said, the look in her eyes when she told you she cared. And then you remember how quickly it all ended, how she walked away while you were still holding on. You tell yourself no contact is supposed to work, that it's about self-respect, about space, about making her realize your value. But deep down, there's fear. A quiet, desperate fear that while you're trying to stay strong, she's slowly forgetting what it felt like to love you. So you wonder, when the silence stretches long enough, does it make her miss you, or does it teach her how to live without you? Most men get this wrong because they think no contact is about making her miss them, when really it's about remembering who you are without her. See, most guys move through the silence like they're waiting for permission to matter again. They sit in that emptiness, counting days, hoping the absence pulls her back. But that's not strength. That's attachment disguised as strategy. A man grounded in his masculine frame understands something deeper. No contact isn't punishment. It's purification. It's the space where you stop reacting and start rebuilding. You don't use it to manipulate her emotions. You use it to reclaim your own. Because when a woman truly felt your presence, she doesn't forget you just because you're gone. She forgets you when you stop being the man she once respected. The core masculine principle most men overlook is this: you are not waiting to be remembered. You are becoming unforgettable by how you carry yourself in silence. The night is quiet, except for the low hum of the city outside his window. His phone sits face down on the table. Silent, cold, untouched. He stares at it anyway, half expecting it to light up, half hoping it never will. Her perfume still lingers faintly on his jacket. He keeps it hung near the door like a relic from another life. Some nights, he swears he can hear her laugh echo through the room. Soft, distant, like a ghost that doesn't know it's gone. He tells himself he's fine, that this is what strength looks like: the stillness, the restraint, the silence. But when the moonlight hits the empty side of the bed, the truth presses against his chest. He misses her. Not the messages, not the attention. Her. The way she tilted her head when she smiled, the warmth in her voice when she said his name. Days stretch into weeks. The noise of life keeps moving, but he's caught in that quiet space between missing and moving on. He wonders if she's thinking about him, if her phone ever lights up with his name in her mind, or if she's learned how to breathe again without him. And in that silence, that painful, sacred silence, something shifts. He realizes that forgetting isn't about memory at all. It's about energy. And as long as he's still becoming the man she once believed in, she can't truly forget him. Because his absence isn't emptiness, it's a presence she can still feel even when he's gone. A lot of men believe that if they stay silent long enough, she'll start to miss them, that the pain of absence will pull her back. But that's not how it works. You don't make her remember you by vanishing. You make her remember you by becoming the man she can't replace. No contact isn't a waiting game, it's a rebuilding season. Another false belief? That she's forgotten you because she hasn't reached out. The truth is, women don't forget the man, they forget the feeling. And if that feeling was built on insecurity, anxiety, or need, it's easy to let go. But if it was built on depth, calm, and self-respect, it lingers. You're not trying to get her attention, you're reclaiming your presence. The kind of presence that speaks louder than any text ever could. She didn't forget you. You faded from her energy when you stopped being grounded in your own. She didn't ghost you. You disappeared from yourself. The 3% man doesn't go into no contact to make her miss him. He goes into it to remember himself. This is what he understands. Love can't be forced back by absence, and respect can't be earned through waiting. He knows that the silence isn't a weapon, it's a mirror. It reflects who he really is when there's no one left to validate him. While most men spiral in the unknown, checking phones, decoding silence, drowning in what-ifs, he stands still. Not out of arrogance, but grounded confidence. He doesn't chase reassurance because he knows who he is hasn't changed just because someone walked away. This is how he leads, with presence, not pressure. He doesn't demand to be remembered. He becomes impossible to forget by how he carries himself through uncertainty. His calm becomes his power. His focus becomes his magnetism. And when she finally looks back, if she does, what she'll see isn't the man who waited for her, but the man who kept growing without her. He's sitting alone in the quiet, the kind of quiet that used to hurt, the kind that made him question everything, her himself, the meaning of what they had. The silence once felt like proof that he'd been forgotten, but tonight it feels different. Something inside him softens. He exhales, slow, steady, like releasing a truth he's been avoiding. He realizes he hasn't actually been missing her. He's been missing the part of himself he gave away trying to keep her. The part that stopped laughing, that stopped creating, that stopped standing tall. For the first time, he doesn't reach for his phone. He doesn't scroll her name or replay old memories. He just sits there, grounded, still, alive. There's a flicker of peace in his chest, small but real, and it hits him. She can forget his voice. She can forget his touch, but she can't erase the man who finds himself again in the silence she left behind, because this time he's not waiting to be remembered. He's remembering himself. She may forget your name in her phone, but she'll never forget the man who found his power in her silence.